Have you ever looked at an equation and wondered, where do I even start? Today, we've got a square root, inside another square root, inside yet another one. Before we solve anything, let's understand what we're looking at. Notice the layers. There's an outer square root. Inside that is another square root. And tucked away at the very center is the simplest piece of all, the square root of m. That tiny piece is where our journey begins. Now, here's an important idea. Whenever you see a square root, you can rewrite it as a power of 1/2. This works because taking the square root is exactly the same as raising something to the exponent 1/2. So instead of changing everything at once, let's change only the innermost square root. One small step is much easier to follow than 3 big ones. Now something interesting happens. Inside the middle radical, we have m multiplied by m to the 1/2. Since they have the same base, we keep the base and add the exponents. 1 plus 1/2 gives 3/2. We're making progress already. Next, we rewrite the middle square root using the very same rule. Again, a square root simply means raising the expression to the power 1/2. But now we have one power raised to another. Whenever that happens, we multiply the exponents. 3/2 multiplied by 1/2 becomes 3/4. Look at the expression now. It already feels much less intimidating than when we started, and we're only getting warmed up. We're in a really good position now. The scary-looking nested square root has already been simplified quite a bit. But something interesting is about to happen. We're going to discover that all those layers are secretly hiding just one exponent. Right now, inside the outer square root, we have m multiplied by m to the power 3/4. Since the bases are the same, we can use one of our favorite exponent rules. Keep the base and add the exponents. 1 plus 3/4 gives 7/4. So the entire expression becomes square root of m to the power 7/4. Look at that. 3 layers of roots have already been reduced to a single power. We're much closer than it looks. Now there's only one square root left, and we've already learned how to handle square roots. A square root is the same as raising something to the power 1/2. So let's rewrite it. Square root of m to the 7/4 becomes m to the 7/4 raised to the 1/2. And whenever a power is raised to another power, what do? We multiply the exponents. 7/4 multiplied by 1/2 gives 7/8, which means our equation is now m to the power 7/8 equals 128. Wait a second. Look at what just happened. A complicated nest of square roots has transformed into a simple exponential equation. That's a huge milestone. Now the question becomes, how do we isolate m? Well, m is being raised to the power 7/8, so we need an operation that undoes 7/8. And that's where the reciprocal comes in. The reciprocal of 7/8 is 8/7. If we raise both sides of the equation to the power 8/7, the exponents cancel. Watch carefully. 7/8 multiplied by 8/7 equals 1, which leaves us with m equals 128 raised to the power 8/7. We're almost done. But that expression still looks a little awkward. Can we simplify it? Actually, yes. And the key observation is this. 128 is a power of 2. Specifically, 128 equals 2 to the 7th power. So let's substitute that in. Now we have 2 to the 7th power, raised to the power 8/7. And once again, when a power is raised to another power, we multiply the exponents. 7 multiplied by 8/7 becomes 8. So we're left with 2 to the 8th power. And 2 to the 8th power equals 256. So our candidate solution is m equals 256. And here's the bigger lesson. Complicated expressions often become simple once we rewrite them using the right mathematical language. In this problem, that language was exponents. What looked impossible at first turned into a straightforward equation the moment we recognized the hidden structure. And that's one of the most beautiful ideas in mathematics. The right representation changes everything.